of the things we do in martial arts, you've got, we do grappling, sparring, weapons, forms, whatever. What is your just personal favorite thing to do?
Uh, Forms. When I first started martial arts, especially with you back in the old days, um, forms I thought were okay, but when I got to the point where I could start sparring, I was like, ooh, I love this. So while I do like kicking people or hitting them with a stick with stick sparring, I've learned to appreciate the aspects of forms. Um, so this year I'm actually going to compete at global with weapons forms. I've only done it just a few other times at smaller tournaments, but this year I'm actually going to compete with weapons, especially the form that we've been working on here lately. I'm really digging it, so I'm gonna give it a shot, see how it works on a bigger stage.
Cool. Well, I think that's a good message for the students, though, too, John. In that you're 38, 9, and you're trying things that you haven't tried before. You're getting outside your comfort zone, and not just the children, but that's a lesson for adults too. We got a lot of parents that watch, and maybe that'll watch this. And I always talk about it at testings. Look, you're sitting there, and a lot of times you're sitting there while the kid's in class. You could be in the class too with the kid. It's a waste of time to sit there on the phone. You could get out there and try it. And you've heard me say this. I've always got this saying that I don't want to be 90 something on my deathbed and be like, man, I wish I had done that, or I wish I had tried that. Go ahead and give it a shot.
We've actually had several parents that they'll enroll their little ones and then sit on the side in a chair for a month or so. One of them is now and training instructor, Mr. Bobby. I think he just recently had him on there.
Yeah.
He sat over there. He enrolled his two kids, and he's like, "Well, I'm already here." He went and enrolled.
Now, he's been doing great.
Oh, he has.
And we got there's a whole slew of them that have coming up and have seen major improvement. The Castleman family been doing great. The Clarys all do great.
Sharfetters.
Yeah, I was going to say Logan, his mom, all of them. We need to get. Does his dad start yet?
Yeah, his dad just started.
Okay.
This will be his first graduation with us this weekend.
Sweet.
Logan, he's 7?
Yeah, 6 or 7.
And he has a goal. He wants to be a grandmaster.
Oh, sweet.
So.
Well, he's young enough. He could get a shot. He could do it. And then they do. A lot of the students do martial arts, and then they also do other stuff. Like Logan and them, they're equestrians. They do the horses and everything. And I think another benefit of martial arts, and of course I'm biased, but I think it adds to everything you do. So if you're playing baseball, I think you're a better baseball player if you're also doing martial arts, because of the coordination, balance, and the discipline and things that come with it. It's a benefit for all of them.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know, but in high school, I ran track and field all through high school. Started in middle school, ran track, did basketball too in middle school. Moved out here to Tennessee. Tried out for the basketball team my sophomore year, but they don't like the short dude. So didn't play basketball at all through high school. Ran track and field, and then my senior year, I played tennis. And it was definitely a benefit to doing martial arts, building that coordination, eye, hand, and footwork and everything that we do. So definitely reinforces other sports, and some of our students now play other sports, football. We have young ladies that do dance, soccer, of course, t-ball, and it just helps to reinforce those other sports. And we're not just a seasonal thing. Oh, we go from this month to this month. No, we're all year long.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think another thing that people mistake in martial arts is they think that black belt is the end.
That's just the beginning.
Yeah, that's what I say. And I don't think they realize it till they get into it. People are like, oh, well, you got your black belt. First degree, to me, I always say first degree means you're a master of the basics. You have an understanding of the basics of martial arts. And then you really get to learn from first degree forward if you're wanting to be a real martial artist. But, if some people's goal is just to get black belt, I get it, if that's what they want to get. But kind of like you just said, martial arts is really a lifestyle. It affects everything that you do. You have to carry that black belt mentality into everything you do. I'm literally the Kickin Lawyer because of doing the martial arts. So.
For me personally, and I don't tell this too often, but it's about to be out there. I remember being in elementary school in California, and being chased by girls. Literally, girls would chase me to the bathroom. Of course, the martial arts
because they liked you.
I don't know, possibly. I had other goals. I think back then, being 10 and 11, whatever. But now my wife,
she chases you. Is that what you're gonna say?
Yeah, she did chase me. Yeah, she did chase me. I think I made first contact, but that was about it. Then she chased me from there on, and she'll tell people too. But one thing that I definitely gained from martial arts and being with you all these years is confidence. You would actually have us go out there in the neighborhood, and we'd be in our full uniform, belt, pajamas with a belt, walking around, and hey, I'm with so and so. So for me personally, and I just don't really know how to say thank you, to you, is the confidence. My wife might call it something else. I'll just call it extreme confidence.
Yeah, I know what you mean. The borderline arrogance. That's fine. Well, I appreciate you saying that. Well, it's like I told you, John, I'm really appreciative of your loyalty, though. I found that as I get older in life, most people come and go. And there's a lot of people that you think 1 minute your friend, the next minute they're not, but I can honestly say I trust you. You're my friend. You've been there through thick and thin, and I'd like to do the same thing for you. So I'm very appreciative of that loyalty. Yes, and I'm glad that you've gotten benefits from it. It's not just a sales thing that we say when we talk about how, at least not for me, when I talk about how martial arts has these benefits. I would not be the person that I am now if it weren't for it. And you bring up a good point. Some people assume it's all about the kicking and the punching. You get the skill, and you can get great skill from it. But we teach instructor training skills that honestly, I got more out of the instructor training I did over the years on how to teach things, how to talk to a class, a group, address those fears of public speaking, all those things from our instructor program. And those I have gotten much more benefit from, I think, than ever kicking anybody. Yeah. Even as an attorney, I use skills that I learned in martial arts training to become an instructor that have made me I was a better cop, I'm a better attorney, better sales, all these things.
And that definitely come too, from doing demonstrations we did over the several years, going to the schools. I think we even did parades where we did walking demonstrations, Christmas and was it Thanksgiving as well?
Or even just performing at the tournaments. That's nerve-wracking for people, you know?
Especially when you got somebody watching that's actually judging you or, because everybody's got an opinion of what, judging you of whatever you're doing all the time, so.
Yeah, well, like you said, my point is there are other benefits that you can get from doing martial arts, and specifically Taekwondo because of the instructor training. Even like some of the students I just mentioned, Bobby and them that are new in the instructor program, they're stepping outside their comfort zone and doing things that challenge them to be a more well-rounded person. You've heard me talk about it. I always talk about how everybody's got their comfort zone. It's this small comfort zone. And in order to broaden that, to become more complete, you've got to do things outside that comfort zone more regularly. So speaking in front of people, going and putting on pajamas and talking in front of folks, whatever, those are all things that will make you a more well-rounded person.